Hi guys, it's quite obvious that new Naira note is affecting Tinubu, the APC presidential candidate. Guys, with this new Naira note, the plan of million vans will be a waste because there won't be vote buying. Guys, watch this video and hear what Emmanuel Bello has to say, and don't forget to share your thought with us.
Kate Henshaw, if we have that tweet, she says, in my lifetime, I have not seen Naira. I have seen Naira being bought by Naira in Nigeria. This is the lowest of the low. Emmanuel Bello, please tell us what's going on the streets of Nigeria today. What's the value of the Naira to the Naira today? What's going on?
That's serious. Well, at the ATM, the teller machine, they will charge, I think, about 35 or so for every 1,000 you get. But that's just the beat. The POS operators are actually, cashing out real big on that. I got some cash yesterday, and in fact, sometimes I don't even look at the charges anymore. Just get me something to get by and all of that. So yes, there's hardship there, and Kate is right, Kate Henshaw. She's right that this is the lowest of the low. It's never been this bad. But in the midst of all that is also the politics around the situation and what the papers are reporting today, which is the issue of the courts. For instance, the governors who've gone to the Supreme Court, and of course the parties who have, who got a restraining order from the court. So huge politics in Kechi is part of what is going on now, and you have to put everything in perspective. Yes, on one side of this situation is a real story of what Nigerians are going through because of this redesign. But on the other side is what the politicians, how the politicians or the campaigns are interpreting the impact of this to their lives. So in the midst of all that is the rest of us, you and I, the fact that we need to really to stay afloat and to stay alive. So it is we must not lose sight of the politics of it all, the claims by especially the APC that this was done to stop it, and what looks like now the new accusations that look, if this continues the way it is, APC might just lose the election. And you begin to wonder, how is this particular thing designed? Since Tinubu said this, that look, the design thing, how is this designed to affect a particular campaign or a particular party? Because he started it off in that declaration where he said, look, this is all about me. This is to create disaffection. And since then, a lot of people have doubled down on that, saying that, look, the disaffection is artificial, the scarcity is artificial to get Nigerians angry. There are conspiracy theories also in the mix now. But in between all of that is the policy itself, and President Buhari is actually now on the spot over this. He's asked for 7 days to actually rethink or think through it, but the courts are not even giving him that. Already he's been told that, well, he doesn't even have those 7 days anymore to think. I wonder what he was going to do after those 7 days. Is it to say, okay, fine, let the old notes continue to be legal tenders even after the February 10 day? So he's on the spot himself as Mr. President and wondering what to do. A lot of people saying now, some people saying that the policy wasn't even coming from it was artificial. It was designed to actually stop a certain political party from becoming from winning the election. So that's what the politicians are saying. The way Ruffai has been talking, the governor of Kaduna State and some other people, you see the anger and the annoyance this has generated. So, and you begin to wonder, are they actually speaking for the rest of us who are grappling with this in Kechi, you and I, who are just looking for basic money to do things? Or are they talking about that higher political thing that it's coming out, it's imagined now that, look, if this policy extends beyond, it does not change, and the president stick to his gun around this redesigning note and the fact that those money should not go around, that yes, APC will be actually affected. And why should it be affected? Is it about the scarcity, the fact that people can't travel around, or people need money to go vote, or is it actually the high issue that the president has been talking about, which is the fact that there won't be money for vote buying? These are some of the issues that are agitating the minds of everyone, because a lot of Nigerians initially really like the idea. They say, yes, we don't want anybody using undue advantage, bullion banks, monies to buy votes. But while they say that, a lot of people thought, well, the new note was just going to be readily available. But that is what is causing the hardship now. So if you put that side by side with the bigger thing that politicians are talking about, it makes for interesting kind of reporting, the way we are reporting them.
Said that until the Bronx began to bite, even the people that said that. All right, Slande, you didn't add that 3 governors of the APC Kaduna State Governor Ruffai, Matawale of Zamfara, and Yahaya Bello of Kogi State have gone to court over this issue.
Yes, it widens the drama, the dragness of this drama, and they, almost giving it more plots, because going to Supreme Court and asking it to, restrain the president or to actually stop the CBN from continuing with the redesigning. And if you look at those, if you look at the deadline, if you look at these governors, they are seen to be, hardliners in the party themselves. Zamfara State, Kogi State, Kaduna State, and Ruffai has been out there talking so strongly about this and saying that this isn't even coming from Mr. President. And that's also part of the crisis of the APC, to even think that it was not the president that actually thought out this idea, someone else in the villa, a cabal working there. I mean, if a staunch member of the party, a governor of the party, is suggesting that Mr. President doesn't even have the levers of power anymore, well, that's another reason why people say that, well, we need to actually vote you out. You don't seem to be in control of what, and it's something that everybody's been saying, like the APC has not, it doesn't have.
He's not on the ballot.
Well, yeah, you say it is his party, and they're campaigning for their party. The opposition easily jumps on that and say, this is a circus, this is comedy. You're suggesting that your own party doesn't have, it's the policy of your party wasn't coming from the party, wasn't coming from the president. Some other people were doing it for Mr. President. There are people who are bound to say, okay, fine, that is why we don't want such government in place. But for now, Nigerians are watching the EFCC to see what they do about this bank's manager that are hoarding money and stopping people. And why the bank managers are even doing that is another issue altogether. Monies that are supposed to be readily available to the rest of us to collect. They keep treating us as if, some people even suggest that it's a form of punishment. They are punishing Nigerians clearly for, I don't know, our crimes in these matters, but it looks like punishment at this point. They are hoarding this money, and the CBN is saying, look, we've got this money, and they're there. So the arrest yesterday of that bank manager suggests that CBN was right all along, that look, we've got these monies in abundance, and we have sent them to the banks, but the bank manager are keeping them. Why they're doing that is another. I mean, I don't know India if you know why that's happening, but some people will say it is part against strategy, alongside this whole issue of this election, or the crisis of corruption have stepped into, because now they can easily sell those notes at the black market. So whatever it is, it's actually a very bad situation for everyone.